Muletrain! It is time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Friday, June the 8th, 2018, brought to you today by the First Bank along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant.
Tuesday is the last day of early voting for the city runoff election for the Muleshoe City Council District 2. On the ballot is Lupe Mendoza and Craig Black. You vote at City Hall here in Muleshoe 8 until 5. Now you can vote today, but not on the weekends, and also Monday and Tuesday. Now Tuesday will be extended hours for voting from 7 in the morning on Tuesday until 7 at night. Election Day will be Saturday, June the 16th, also in City Hall from 7 until 7. And on the ballot again is Lupe Mendoza and Craig Black. Now, what you do if you vote in the City Council District 2, then you are eligible to vote in this election if you are a registered voter in Bailey County. Look on your voter registration card to see which district you are in the city of Muleshoe, and be sure and vote. Funeral services for Ricardo S. Alberto, 63 of Muleshoe, were held on Thursday morning at the 1316 church here in Muleshoe, with the pastor of that church, Brother Elias Torres, officiating. Burial was in the Earth Memorial Cemetery under the direction of Ellis Funeral Home of Muleshoe. Ricardo died on Sunday in Lubbock. He was born February the 7th, 1955 in Mexico City to Jose and Josefina Alberto. He married Alicia Reyes in Chihuahua, Mexico on December the 23rd, 1981. Ricardo Alberto is survived by his wife, Alicia, of the home here, his son, Ricardo Alberto Jr. of Muleshoe, and his two daughters, Alina Galindo and her husband, Israel of Muleshoe, and Daniela Sims and her husband, John Lewis of Lubbock, and two grandchildren. Please remember all of the family of Ricardo S. Alberto, 63 of Muleshoe, in your prayers. The high in Muleshoe on Thursday was 99 degrees. But the 2 days previous, Wednesday and Tuesday, it was 100 degrees. And on Monday, it had been only 88 degrees. So we have fluctuated greatly during this week. The low on Thursday was 63, and at 7 o'clock on Friday morning, it was officially 64 degrees here in Muleshoe. And now, K&K Pharmacy, right here on U.S. Highway 84 West in Muleshoe, brings you the forecast for Muleshoe, Sudan, Amherst, Earth, and our entire vicinity. But first, a message from our sponsor.
K&K Pharmacy in Muleshoe, where Kay Campbell and Christine Isaacson and all their employees remind you to keep your heroes healthy, because Father's Day is Sunday, June 17th, and all of June is Men's Health Month. They will have all kinds of great specials for Dad, so make sure to like and follow them on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. You can also find them on their website, knkpharmacy.com. Call 806-272-7511. K&K Pharmacy offers prescription services, compounding, nutritional supplements, K-Pack custom medication packaging, immunizations, diabetic shoe service, hormone replacement therapy, cholesterol screenings, and many more services to everyone in the Muleshoe area. K&K Pharmacy, 1411 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas. And don't forget, Father's Day is Sunday, June 17th, and all of June is Men's Health Month at K&K Pharmacy. Well, as Mom was mentioning, it has been hot as of late this week, and also something strange happened just before 3:30 Thursday afternoon. A very strong gust moved through the Muleshoe area, according to the National Weather Service out of Lubbock, as they called us. The Muleshoe Mesonet site registered a 63-mile-per-hour gust that moved through the Muleshoe area just before 3:30 Thursday afternoon, and we did get some reports of it tearing up a few things around town. So if you thought it got really gusty for a short period of time Thursday afternoon, you weren't just imagining it. Now, looking at our forecast for today, we're looking at the possibility of some showers and thunderstorms as we move through the day. Mainly after 1 p.m., we have a 30% chance of rain and storms. Sunny and hot, otherwise high near 97 degrees, south winds around 15 miles per hour. Tonight, another 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly before 1 a.m. Mostly cloudy, low around 62 degrees tonight. Southeast winds between 10 and 20 miles per hour. Then Saturday, sunny, high near 95 degrees, so a little bit cooler. South-southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Saturday night, partly cloudy, low around 65. A 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 4 p.m. Sunday. Mostly sunny, high near 94 degrees. South-southwest winds between 10 and 15 miles per hour. Sunday night, a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy, low around 65. So let's hope over the next several days that we'll get some rain here for the Muleshoe area, as we desperately need it. Sunny on Monday, high near 96 degrees. South-southwest winds around 10 miles per hour. Monday night, mostly clear, low around 65. Sunny on Tuesday, high near 96 degrees. South winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tuesday night, partly cloudy, low around 64. And repeating our forecast for today, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. This Friday afternoon, sunny and hot, high near 97 degrees, south winds around 15 miles per hour. Another 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms. This evening before 1 a.m., mostly cloudy, low around 62. Sunny, high near 95 on Saturday. Beginning our weekend, south-southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy Saturday night, low around 65. Then a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 4 p.m. Sunday. And another 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms Sunday evening. Mostly sunny during the day, high near 94, low around 65. K&K Pharmacy has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast.
Funeral services for Jenny McVicker, 95, of Amarillo, former longtime resident of Muleshoe, were held Thursday morning in the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe, where she was a member. Her former pastor, Monty Lavelle, now pastor of the First United Methodist Church of Artesia, New Mexico, officiated. Burial was in the Muleshoe Memorial Park next to her late husband, Mac McVicker. She died on Monday afternoon at 4:18 at the Ware Living Center in Amarillo. Jenny McVicker was born May the 21st, 1923, to Mr. and Mrs. Alfred Foy Curry. They had Curry Motor Freight here in our area. She is survived by 4 children: Jan and her husband Charles King of Amarillo, Susan of Austin, David of Lubbock, and Dan Curry and his wife Julie of Dallas. In addition, there are 8 grandchildren, 4 great-grandchildren, and 1 great-great-grandchild who survive Jenny McVicker. I think every church and every community needs a Jenny McVicker. With the passing of Jenny this week, it caused me to take stock of my life and thank God for bringing Jenny into my family's lives. I guess it all began when Jenny was a faithful listener to KMUL. Daddy sold his partnership in the radio station and anticipated on continuing his programs such as the Muletrain News. After 6 months, he was very abruptly let go. In other words, fired. That put Jenny into action. She wrote letters to other radio stations asking if he would be allowed to do the Muletrain on their stations. When we went on Muleshoe Antenna Cable Channel 6, she again became a big supporter and listener. She made Daddy a telephone book because he could not read the small print in the telephone book that regularly comes. And she made big letters and did a wonderful job of that telephone book. She started selling advertising for Channel 6, and she told me before she called any prospect, she always said a little prayer. When a baby at our home needed covering up, well, she was there in action again and always felt that babies needed to be covered up. I was told by her granddaughter that she was even covering up people in her nursing home. Of course, all this time she was volunteering all over town. Very active in the First United Methodist Church, the Esther Darker Circle of the church, and single-handedly she was responsible for the flowers on the altar of the church. We sent her just by chance to cover a meeting to see how we could save the Santa Fe Depot in Muleshoe. And you know what happened. She became a real supporter, and again she went into action and became a member of the first board of the Muleshoe Heritage Foundation. She and her dear friend Jean Allison went into action again, and they went all over town asking for contributions to the Tour to Muleshoe bike ride. She was so active in the very big auction for the Muleshoe Heritage Foundation. And in 1982, she was named the Muleshoe Chamber of Commerce Woman of the Year in Muleshoe. Jenny was a woman of faith. When her husband, Mac, was diagnosed with myasthenia gravis, she went into action again and brought doctors to West Texas and formed the Northwest Texas chapter of myasthenia gravis. She had married Mac, J.E. McVicker, on April the 9th, 1944, and he died in 2000. When her mother, Bess Curry, came to Muleshoe, She was in the Muleshoe Nursing Home, and she became a member of the Ladies Auxiliary of the Muleshoe Hospital. And again, she was a tireless member and really into action. A beautiful, sweet, dear, dear friend Jenny was. She moved in 2011 to live at the Park Tower in Amarillo. At Jenny's request, you are asked to send memorials to the First United Methodist Church, Post Office Box 505, or to the Muleshoe Heritage Foundation, Post Office Box 201, and the zip code here in Muleshoe is 79347. Please remember all of Jenny McVicker's large family in your prayers. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just one moment. Please stay tuned.
Take control of your First Bank of Muleshoe debit card right from your smartphone with the My Mobile Money app. It's customizable card monitoring and controls that help you manage your accounts. With My Mobile Money app, you can set interactive controls to help monitor activity and prevent unauthorized use. You can turn your card on or off, set alerts, and deny transactions based on merchant or transaction type and location, monitor and control dependent cardholder usage, receive notifications of possible fraudulent transactions, and take action, deposit checks through your phone. Download the My Mobile Money app now at the App Store or Google Play. For more information, you can also call the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515, or go by 202 South First Street. The First Bank right here in Muleshoe, offering the My Mobile Money app. Available at the App Store or Google Play. Call the First Bank here in Muleshoe, 806-272-4515, or go by 202 South First Street. The First Bank, member FDIC.
This is Isla Reynolds. I am 7 years old, and I know one thing, that Leal's Mexican food is the best. I love the chips and salsa at Leal's. The enchiladas are super. You have to try the guacamole and topapillas. That's at my favorite Leal's in Muleshoe at 1010 West American Boulevard.
Tattered Tumbleweed is preparing for their huge 4th of July tent sale, which is scheduled this year from July the 2nd through July the 7th, with big sales inside the store and out under the tent. Don't wait until the tent sale to come by and see Tattered Tumbleweed at 1405 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, as Gina and Shelley have totally rearranged the store. So come by and see it and enjoy a snack with them with complimentary tea, lemonade, coffee, and homemade cakes, cookies, or whatever they have baked fresh that day. Muleshoe, Texas shirts, a new design of the Muleshoe tea towels, Sudan Farwell, Lasbuddy, and Muleshoe home decor pieces, and the newly laid out Tattered Tumbleweed, 1405 West American Boulevard in Muleshoe, Texas. They're open Tuesday through Fridays, 10 a.m. till 6 p.m., and Saturdays, 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. at Tattered Tumbleweed.
The 24th annual Tour de Muleshoe bike ride, it is not a race, it's a bike ride, will be held on Saturday, June the 16th, starting at 10 o'clock at the Bailey County Coliseum here in Muleshoe. You can choose from the 100K, the 40-mile, or the 10-mile bike ride. Now, you can enter right now with pre-registration through June the 10th. That's Sunday, June the 10th. And pre-registrants are eligible for a drawing of $500 in cash. Also, you can late register the morning of the ride, and that will be from 7 to 8 at the Bailey County Coliseum here in Muleshoe. Registration is only $30. And if you just want to support the Muleshoe Heritage Foundation, you can certainly register too. But pre-register now through this Sunday, June the 10th, and get in on the drawing for the $500 of cash. Now, the sponsors this year of the bike ride are First Bank of Muleshoe, Leal's, Evolve, Muleshoe Auto Parts, Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, AIM Bank, and Capital Farm Credit. There will be a spaghetti dinner that will be served at the end of all of the rides. Now, you will get a water bottle, ride number, route map, collector's t-shirt, and a meal ticket for the spaghetti dinner. Be sure and register now by Sunday, June the 10th, and it's only $30 for registration. All three rides start at the Bailey County Coliseum, located at 2206 West American Boulevard here in Muleshoe, and they start at 8 o'clock. The 10-mile is a flat with good shoulders and one halfway rest stop. The 40-mile begins with small rolling hills, and the first 10 miles followed by 12 miles of scenic sandhills, and ending with 18 miles of smooth ups and downs. The 100K follows a similar road conditions for the longer distance, and all of the rides end back at the Bailey County Coliseum with the spaghetti dinner. So be sure and get in on the free drawing for the $500 in cash, but you need to register before or by Sunday, June the 10th, and registration is only $30. In our bargain basement, the Muleshoe Girl Scouts and the Jenny Slippers will have a garage sale this Saturday all day from 9 until 6 at the Girl Scout Little House, according to Elaine Parker. That's the Muleshoe Girl Scouts and the Jenny Slippers will have a garage sale all day Saturday, this Saturday, June the 9th, from 9 until 6 at the Girl Scout Little House here in Muleshoe on West 2nd Street. The Muleshoe Economic Development Corporation will have a special meeting on Monday morning at 7 o'clock at the council chambers in City Hall, and they will approve the minutes of the previous meeting and then consider selling 5.77 acres of land to Prime Home Real Estate. Administrative reports will be given on joint EDC and City Council meeting to be held June the 28th at 5:30 in the evening. Mule Days and Kicking Nights will be on June the 30th, and that is a big concert. High Ground IFT Food Technology Show will be held in Chicago. Roundtable meeting on July the 24th and 25th. All this according to Casey Coker, Director of the Economic Development Commission here in Muleshoe. Spirit Wind, a choir made up of high school students from the Northwest Texas Methodist Conference, will present a concert here in Muleshoe on Tuesday night of next week at 7 o'clock in the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe. That's June the 12th. There is a new animal control and code compliance officer for the city of Muleshoe, Jose Martinez. He was sworn in last Tuesday at City Hall. At the Oneida Wagner Senior Citizen Center on Monday, they will serve barbecue chicken breast, baked potato with sour cream, whole wheat rolls, mixed vegetables, mandarin oranges with whipped topping, and your choice of drink. On Tuesday of next week, June the 12th, they will serve cube steak, roasted ranch potatoes, carrots, tossed vegetable salad with low-cal dressing, cornbread, and apricot haze, and your choice of drinks. Don't forget, the Muleshoe Area Public Library is having a fun reading program for all children. Every Monday in June, for children 2 through the first grade, they will meet at from 10 until 10:30. That's for children 2 years of age through the first grade. Now, parents must attend these programs with their children on Monday mornings. Children in second grade through the 5th grade, their programs will be every Tuesday in June from 10 until 11. And each child is to wear crazy socks on June the 26th. Eldrina Duman will be at the Muleshoe Area Public Library for a very interesting program. She is a Native American storyteller, and this will be on Wednesday, June the 20th from 2 until 3. So please mark that down on your calendars. And by the way, the library does have a summer reading club for adults also, so ask any of the librarians about that. Don't forget, and I know you won't, kids, that the Muleshoe Water Park is now open Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Sunday from 1 to 6, and Friday and Saturday from 1 to 8. They're closed every Monday at the Muleshoe Water Park. Now, ladies' night is Tuesday night, 6:30 to 8. Mom and toddlers swim from 6:30 to 7:30 on Thursday nights, and every Friday night is teen night from 8:30 until 10. The admission is $3. Don't forget, there is an account that has been set up at the AIM Bank for Matthew Alicon to help with his medical expenses. You can leave your contribution at the AIM Bank here in Muleshoe. He is the son of Rick and Rhea Alicon, and he has started chemo for 6 rounds of chemotherapy. Please remember him in your prayers as well. The Muleshoe Boys Basketball Camp will be Monday, June the 18th through Thursday, June the 21st. This is open for boys 6 years old through the 8th grade in Muleshoe and the surrounding communities. There will be a group that is divided by age groups and talents to ensure safe, fun, and competitive environment. They will have a concession stand open all week, June the 18th through the 21st. There will also be prizes given away, and bring your favorite basketball to the camp to ensure you always have one during the camp, and please put your initials on it. Enjoy 4 days of fun-filled competitive basketball for boys. Instructors will be from the area's best coaches and players. Now, how you can register is it's $50 per player and the Muleshoe Boys Basketball Camp. Contact Humberto Gonzalez and send $25 non-refundable deposit to hold you a place at the camp. And his address is 1628 West Avenue C, Muleshoe, Texas 79347. Otherwise, you can bring your registration form and $50 on Monday morning. That is June the 18th at 8:30 to the Muleshoe High School gym. Now, if you want to contact him for more information, you can call Humberto Gonzalez at 928-550-0406. That's Humberto Gonzalez, the Muleshoe High School boys basketball coach. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in one moment. Please stay tuned.
AIM Bank Muleshoe and Farwell is bringing many exciting opportunities to the Muleshoe, Lasbuddy, and Farwell areas, and technology enhancements increase lending capabilities while keeping all of the same smiling faces you're used to in both locations. AIM Bank Muleshoe joins the many area full-service AIM Bank locations in the Panhandle, South Plains, Permian Basin, and Big Country regions of Texas, combined with an ATM network of more than 750 Stripes convenience stores locations in Texas, New Mexico, along with Oklahoma. AIM Bank has a commitment of supporting local communities and their local customers right here in the Muleshoe area. AIM Bank, where a handshake still means something, both member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
The Muleshoe Area Medical Center at 708 South 1st Street has 2 nurse practitioners, Christy Lee and Kristen Neely. You can make an appointment now by calling 806-272-7544 at the Medical Clinic at Muleshoe with either Christy or Kristen. The Medical Clinic at Muleshoe is located inside of the Muleshoe Area Medical Center at 708 South 1st Street here in Muleshoe. Again, the number to call is 806-272-7544 to make your appointment now to see either Christy Lee or Kristen Neely, nurse practitioners at the Medical Clinic of Muleshoe. We want to say a big happy 89th birthday to Sally Ellis, who is a resident of the Parkview Nursing Care Center. Happy, happy birthday to you. 89 years of good life for Sally Ellis. Also, congratulations to Mr. and Ms. Wesley Rasco on their 36th wedding anniversary this week, and also to Brother and Mrs. Jeff Kaufman on their 35th year of married life. At the Calvary Baptist Church on Tuesday, that's June the 12th, they will have a ladies' meeting at 6:30 at the church. And on Saturday, June the 16th, there will be a men's prayer breakfast at 8 o'clock at the Calvary Baptist Church. And also on Father's Day, June the 17th, there will be a cookout at 5 o'clock to honor all the dads of the Calvary Baptist Church. On Wednesday, June the 27th, will be the next Senior Nutrition Day at the Calvary Baptist Church at 11 o'clock. The Fellowship of Alcoholics Anonymous meets every Tuesday and Friday nights at 7 at the First United Methodist Church of Muleshoe, 507 West 2nd. Please use the Fellowship Hall door. AA is a fellowship of both men and women who share their hope, strength, and experiences to stay sober one day at a time. Al-Anon, which is for family and friends of alcoholics and or drug addicts, meet at the First United Methodist Church on Monday nights at 7. Please use the extreme south door of the First United Methodist Church to enter the Al-Anon meetings. Ruth Hall had knee replacement surgery 2 weeks ago, and the doctors discovered she has cancer. They will do a PET scan to see if it has spread beyond the knee. She will have chemo starting in the very near future in Lubbock. Please remember Ruth Hall and her husband John and all of their family in your prayers. Hattie Ray Lambert is in Lubbock. She is in the hospital there. She lives in Lubbock now in a retirement home, and also formerly is from Muleshoe. That's Hattie Ray Lambert in the hospital in Lubbock. Please remember Sharon Grant in your prayers, and Tom Sears of Falconer, New York. He is the father of Nancy Beckerink of Muleshoe, and he is cancer-free, so that is certainly a prize. Another prize, Addison Newberry, formerly of Muleshoe, daughter of Mr. and Miss Todd Newberry, has been dismissed from University Medical Center in Lubbock, where she had major hip surgery, and she is doing so very well. A prayer of thanksgiving for that. Please remember the people of Guatemala and also Hawaii, and the people affected by the Ute Park wildfire, and all of the firemen who are battling that blaze in the Cimarron, New Mexico area. Please remember Tony Barrier, who is at home, Ann Head, who is at home right now, but she will be going back to have more chemo therapy on Monday, June the 11th, and she will be staying at the Hope Lodge in Lubbock. Matthew Alicon, and he is the son of Rick and Rhea Alicon. Please continue to remember this young man in our prayers. Donna Burton and her family. Also remember the people of Santa Fe, Texas, Holly Russell of Lasbuddy, who is staying at the Hope Lodge in Lubbock, and also Juan and Mabel Jaime at the Hope Lodge in Lubbock. Randy Smith and his wife Terry. Please remember rain, and we're thankful for the rain that we have received recently. But please remember we need rain in this very dry country. Sonia Flores, Carolyn Harris, Jose Muniz, Roxanne Winders, Betty Freeman, Lisa Hamilton Lee. Remember Joan Nix and Kathy Wilson, Jean Paul Jarman and his wife Corlin, and Sandy and Deborah Noble, Betty Noble, Nona Marlowe, Evan Kelly, and Lisa Oftenkamp. Please remember these families who have lost loved ones recently. Ricardo Alberto, Jenny McVicker of Amarillo Family of Muleshoe, Sandy Reyes of Earth, Letitia Garcia, formerly of Muleshoe, Anita Mitchell, who was an anesthesiologist at our hospital years ago, Jody Blaylock, Mary Ann Hamilton of Topeka, Kansas, the aunt of David Tips of Muleshoe, Troy Perkins, Peggy Haynes, Kristen Magby, Mary Campbell, Wade Black, and Nell Kenmore's family, all in our prayers.
Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by the First Make along with Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear the latest Muletrain rotating on the cable, Channel 6 as well. Find it free of charge on demand on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith, a pitchfork in the haystack. Details in a moment on the Sound of Texas.
And the Sounds of Texas are brought to you here on Reach Broadband Channel 6 as well as MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association with offices in Muleshoe as well as in Morton. They're celebrating 77 years of rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric. They're owned by the members they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online, bcecoop.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO, David Markle, all hope that you enjoy the Sounds of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
Frank Womble of Sonora has served on just about every civic body in town, including the city council.
We got involved with the nature center. Sue was birds and snakes, and then I was a trail guide. I took everybody out through the woods and told them what kind of trees, all that sort of thing. This is my 50-year pin for the Masons. I've been a Mason for 57 years. A Lion. I'm proud to be a Lion.
Frank has an unbelievable library of jokes, and members of his Lions Club get to hear some of those jokes on a regular basis.
I generally try to tell one every meeting. I try to.
Growing up, he spent a lot of time with his grandpa Womble.
He'd cut up and laugh. We'd get out there in the barn and out there in the back, and he'd play and cut up and just have a blast. I remember one time we were playing in the barn where the hay was. He told me and my brother Ronnie, don't get in that hayloft without me. Don't get in that hayloft. No, sir, we sure won't. Well, the first thing we went for when he left was that hayloft. And I come sliding down that one story of hay, loose hay, and he had laid a pitchfork on its end, and the forks were sticking straight up. He'd been working hay, and he just laid it up against the pile, and I come down on that thing, and it stuck. And I come running out of there screaming, dragging that pitchfork like a tail, and he got me down, and he jerked that pitchfork out, pulled my pants down, and he had some coal oil. And he poured that coal oil all over me, and man, that set me afire. And whenever I got up, He wore my butt out. And he said, now then, I'm telling you, don't you get in that hayloft again. And I never did anything he didn't tell me. If he told me not to do it, I never did it again. I had 2 prongs in one cheek and 2 prongs in the other cheek. It was really symmetrical. It was centered up real good.
Frank Womble of Sonora. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the sound of Texas.